How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another trade recap. This is I honestly can't remember what day it is. I feel like I never remember what day it is, but yeah, let's get into it. So anyway, as you guys know, I'm back to Nasdaq. First trade, we took a win. I traded on Tuesday, but I had work on Tuesday. On my break, I recorded on my phone, but it turned out really bad. The audio was dead, and it wasn't horizontal, it was vertical, so I just didn't want to post that. But yeah, so now I'm here. Yesterday I woke up to trade, but we didn't take a trade. It was FOMC anyway yesterday, but it was at 7. So I was like, fuck it, let me just wake up, let me see. But the market did move shit. And then today I missed out on a very good trading opportunity. This whole move up here, we could have actually traded that, but I would let you guys know why I missed it in a bit. But yeah, let's get into it. So let's go to Tuesday. So Tuesday was from 8 to 9. Let's see if I could even remember. I'm never gonna lie, I honestly do not remember my bias at all because it has been 2 days. I was looking at it now, probably bearish because the 4 hour was in a downtrend. We retraced up, and the 1 hour was in an uptrend. So that's basically the 4 hour retrace. So yeah, our bias was probably bearish. Yeah, definitely bearish. And then obviously, as you guys know, mark out our highs and lows. So this right here is Asian session highs. We have, was it Asian session highs? Yep, Asian session highs. These right here are Asian session lows, and then just any 1 hour lows. I would have probably marked out these and stuff, but I don't really think we would have got to that. Oh look, we had this high as well that got swept. I'm pretty sure. What high is this? Just a regular 1 hour high. Let's mark out these lows as well. I wish I still had replay mode, man. It makes it so much easier to show it as well. This just looks confusing. But yeah, and then as you guys know, for Nasdaq, my 1 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour strategy is what I use. So yeah, so and we had this 15-minute low as well. Okay, I think that should be enough for me to think. So my daily bias was bearish, but I did take a long. So we swept out a 15-minute low, broke structure to the upside on the 15-minute, and then we came down, we touched this fair value gap, we got buying power out of it with this candle, I think. Yep, with that candle, stops below the candle that formed the fair value gap. Let me just mark out the fair value gap so you guys can see. There you go. So this was the bullish candle out of it, and my take profit was up here. Yeah, but that shouldn't be though, because from what I can remember, my risk to reward was above 2. That is interesting. Don't tell me I took you on the S&P accidentally. No, I don't think I did. So what? I am so confused. This always happens when I take too long, Was there another high that I targeted? Let me just check. Okay, so we had that. No, there wasn't. Well guys, nevertheless, it was something like this. I remember that it was something like this. I would go to check the video on my phone right now, but I just can't be bothered. From what I can remember, it was basically I'm trying to think. Maybe I entered a bit earlier, I don't know, but it was therefore something like this, 100%. Yeah, it was like a 1 to 2.2, I think, but this is a 1.8. I don't know why it's doing that. Am I missing something? Oh, everything looks fine as well. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea. It was something like this. We hit a 1 to 2, and my first take profit, I had 2 take profits. When I took this trade on Tuesdays, because I start work at 9, I only have half an hour to trade, and I took this trade at look, I even remember the time that I took it was around that 8:26, 8:27, because I had to leave for work at 8:30. So this was perfect. We took this trade. I had 2 take profits. Before I could even check if it got hit, I arrived at work and a notification came saying order closed, because my full take profit got hit. So that benefited me because I made more money than I originally would have if I took that take profit. So yeah. Now guys, today we could have took a very good trade, but because, as you guys know, I was on Forex, because on Forex you only look at one chart, I completely forgot about, I marked it out on S&P as well, like all my highs and lows and stuff, but I forgot to check that if there's a SMT or not. Now I could have said, like, you know, yeah, I took this trade and stuff after seeing it and just deposit it into that account, but I didn't do that. Now doing that wouldn't be too much of a problem because I'm just testing out my strategy to see if I'm going to be profitable with it. But at the end of the day, I didn't do that. So this was session lows right here, and this was session highs. Now on the S&P, we swept out Asian session lows. On Nasdaq, we didn't sweep out Asian session lows. On the 5-minute, we were already in an uptrend. So what we could have done is gone to the 1-minute and looked for a 1-minute break of structure, which we get right here. And then once we got that break of structure, we touched this breaker block right here. Once we touch that breaker block, we're waiting for buying power out of it, which we get right here. Stops below these lows and take profit up at Asian session highs. We would have hit 1 to 6. No. We would have hit a 1 to 6. That's if we did take the trade. It would have took really long to hit it, but at the end of the day, we would have hit a 1 to 6. We would have probably put our first take profit around here and then just let the trade run, to be honest. I don't like putting more than 2 take profits. I feel like it's just stupid. Like, just put 1 take profit and then just let the trade run. If it hits, then it hits. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. What I'm trying to do though is I want to basically, like, if the risk to reward is less than 2, I don't want to put a take profit. Normally I always do that. I don't want to do that. Anyway guys, yeah, so I can't remember what day it is. It's going to be posted now. You guys are going to see it. You guys are going to follow me all the way until the end, until I'm profitable, hopefully. Even if you guys don't, it's fine, because this is benefiting me as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time I trade.